Hello, my name is Monica, and I'm a beauty, skincare, and YouTube enthusiast and amateur. In all those areas, I love to consume content here on YouTube, so I thought I'd try my hand at making some. Now, this video is going to be a deep dive into the brand Tower 28, and it's also going to be looking into and demoing some of the products that I have from their brand. They are fairly new. I think that they launched in Sephora this year in 2019. I'll correct myself on the screen if that's wrong. But since they have launched, I have gotten a chance to try out some of their products, not everything. But let's dive into kind of their vibe and what they market themselves as. Just to give you a little background on the naming of the brand, why it's called Tower 28. It says here on their website that Tower 28 is a place where two iconic LA worlds come together. It sits in the crossroads between Santa Monica Pier and gritty Venice Beach. It says, "We like our beauty products the way we like our beaches, clean, full of sunshine, and for everyone." So that it's kind of an homage to a community and a place where the brand owner, whose name is Amy, something that she finds special and unique. So I like that it has a story behind it. Here's another part of that story. Hi, I'm Amy. I've had sensitive skin my entire adult life. Going on here, it says that if you have sensitive skin, you've heard the terms hypoallergenic, fragrance-free, dermatologist tested. It's a start, but it doesn't mean a product is good for you. At Tower 28, we know what goes on your skin also goes in your bloodstream. We also know that beauty doesn't have to be so serious, which is why our products are non-toxic, free of sensitizing irritants, full of calming, nourishing ingredients, plus a healthy dose of fun. So their shtick is that it's clean beauty, but not only is it free of the bad stuff, but it's also full of good stuff for you, nourishing ingredients. And they have a cute little hashtag, it's okay to be sensitive. So as far as the messaging and the branding, I think it walks it walks the line of not fear-mongering the way that some clean beauty brands can, but also it does do a good job at letting you know that it is clean beauty. They consider themselves clean beauty, and that they're lacking some of those sensitizing ingredients, which if you'd like to check out more of what they don't include in their products, on their website they have a whole section called the Blacklist. You can't sit with us. We're all about being inclusive, but these ingredients just don't make the cut. And they're also vegan and cruelty free, and they have a page on their website that breaks it all down, which I really appreciate. That's very transparent and helpful of them. So if you're interested in learning more about it and the brand, I do suggest checking out their website. They lay it out nice and simple for you. Okay, so let's get into the products now. I'll start with the ones that I don't have or I haven't tested out. The first one is the SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray, which I do have, but I'm just working on another facial spray, and once I run through it, I plan to test this one out and maybe do a whole video on it on its own. I did spray it on my face once. It did feel extremely good on my face. It has great reviews, but I can't speak to it personally. I can't have a personal review since I haven't tried it out. It is a soothing, purifying, and repairing daily rescue spray for angry, stressed out skin, 100% natural, dermatologist tested, clinically proven. Something that I think is special about it is the fact that it is fragrance free. You'd be surprised, but it is really hard to find a facial spray that doesn't have fragrance in it, and that's why I was primarily interested in picking it up. I like to spray a nourishing spray on my face, a facial spray, like before I apply products like serums and my moisturizer, because having water on your skin and then putting on ingredients, actives, and then locking it in with moisturizer is a way to drive those ingredients further into your skin. That's suggested by a dermatologist here on YouTube, Dr. Dre, which I'll link down below. And so since I like to do that as a step, I want to be avoiding something that could be potentially sensitizing, such as fragrance, which isn't bad for everybody. Some people tolerate it just fine. I find that I feel a little bit better when I exclude it from my skincare routine. So I'm eager to try this one out, but I don't have a review just yet on it. The other product that I haven't tried out is their Super Dew Highlighter Balm. It's basically, I'll put it on the screen, a photo of it. It's basically a clear balm that you tap onto your skin that doesn't dry down and leaves like, you know, a dewy finish. I find like right now I'm not wearing any highlighter and I like the amount of glow that's on my skin. So I find that balms like that just aren't really my jam, and I don't really go for them. So if you were interested and maybe you have super dry skin, or maybe you just want that ultra editorial look, this might be a good product because it's clean, and so maybe it won't be, you know, check out the ingredients, but maybe it won't be something that can give you texture or clog you up around here the way that some products can. This is an area that builds up texture and can get congested from products for some people, so maybe this balm is a good option for you, but for me I decided it's not for me, and so I haven't tried it out yet. Okay, let's jump into the products now that I do have and that I am wearing today and that I do have a review for. The first one being the Beach Please Luminous Tinted Balm, and just like I imagined, it does have the same description as the non-tinted clear balm. So it says, again, multi-purpose tinted balm blends seamlessly for natural luminous finish. They have 3 shades. The one I have is Magic Hour, which is described as a sun-kissed rosy nude. It is what I have on my cheeks right now. They also have Golden Hour, a sun-kissed orange, and Happy Hour, a sun-kissed coral peach. It is in this acrylic packaging, just the logo right here, Tower 28. I find that it snaps shut nicely, but that it can be kind of difficult to open, especially if you do your own nails the way that I do. It can kind of be hard on them, but that's okay. Here's a little close-up of the product. I'm also going to include a demo of me applying it to my cheeks. It is very emollient. It's a cream blush that is on the dewy side, and it doesn't quite dry down, but I do find that putting powder on top of it, which I have done, can kind of dampen that ultra dewiness to a space where I feel comfortable with, where it's still dewy and it still is youthful, but it's not over the top for what I consider over the top. So I really do enjoy this. I think their other 2 colors might be a bit bright for my everyday kind of makeup, but this nudie rose kind of color, nude on my skin tone, works great. It does say that you can apply it in other places. I have it up here on my eyes as well, in the crease here. I did find that it was transferring up on this more, my eyes more hooded on this side, that it did lead to some transfer. So, you know, be cautious, maybe set it with powder, or if you like that lived-in look and you don't mind transfer and creases and stuff like that, then, you know, you'll work fine with it. And I do have a demo of me applying it to my lips as well. I find that it's a little bit too thick and not exactly a good match for my lips as far as a formula that I enjoy. It just doesn't have, it just feels like it was more made for the face, and that's where it shines best. Okay, so the next product is this bronzer. It's called the Bronzino Illuminating Cream Bronzer. They have 2 shades. I have the shade West Coast, and then the shade for deeper skin is called Best Coast. So for this shade, West Coast, the description, and for the description for both the shades, is inspired by that moment when the sun sets over the ocean. Bronzino is a blendable, buildable, illuminating cream bronzer for that effortless summer glow from within. I think that this product is extremely unique as a cream bronzer. I don't have anything like it, and it's almost, you can see how metallic it looks when I just did that swatch there. But if you can see when I'm applying it, I have one side of my face where it applied, and it applied pretty heavy, and you can see that it doesn't quite look right until I blend it more. But on the other side of my face, if I go in with, you know, a light amount of product on the brush and I blend it in an upward type motion, you know, the way that I typically blend my bronzer anyway, it really is something special. It has that glow. It gives you that dewy look. It gives you that kind of ruddy bronze look, like you have been out at the beach. And it is very emollient as well. Again, I find powder goes on top of it just fine if you want to set it down, or if you want to keep it more glowy and balmy and dewy, you can do that as well. It's in the same packaging as the cream blush. I think this packaging is just, you know, pretty. I like the packaging a lot. Again, it is kind of hard to get open sometimes, so that's just a piece of information there. But yeah, I think that this is great. I love having it in my collection. It's not for you if you don't like that aspect, that shimmery aspect, the fact that it might be almost highlightery. Again, I'm not wearing any highlighter today, and I enjoy the fact that my bronzer and my blush have come together to bring this dew on my skin that I don't need a highlighter, and I don't want to add highlighter on top of it. I like the way that it looks on its own, so those two products together. So that is the bronzer. Okay, the next product that I wanted to talk about, and the last product in their lineup, I believe, is these Shine On Lip Jellies, which they have described as a shine of a gloss, comfort of a balm, and a pop of color for never sticky, always shiny lips. They also have their milky lip jellies that are more milky, and they are less of a clear but tinted balm and more of a opaque buildable lip gloss. They both have the same similar finish on the lips, I find. So just depending if you're looking for that tinted sheer gloss color, or if you're looking for a more traditional gloss that has pigment to it, I would say you can't go wrong either way, as long as you like the formula. The formula, it's really hard to describe for me. Yeah, it's really hard for me to describe and compare it to something, but it's very slick on the lips. It's definitely very shiny, as you can see, and that shine lasts as long as the product lasts on your lips. I think that the product does fade like a lip gloss usually will fade. I think it fades a little bit faster though than a standard lip gloss, and it does feel very slippery, but not like it's gonna go all over your face. Just like when you put your lips together, there's this like oily lubrication thing happening. I'll see if I can find some better reviews of the lip gloss where somebody can describe the formula a bit more eloquently, and I'll leave that below. But I do have swatches of all the colors that I have. I have XOXO, Fearless in the Shine On lip jellies, and then I have all 4 of the milky lip jellies, and so you can see how those apply and how they look on my particular skin tone. I really like them. Obviously, I have many of them, so it stands to reason that I like the formula. I think that they feel really nice, and the gloss that they bring, the shine that they bring is really special. So I'm fans of them, especially for the price point. I think it's really fair, and I would suggest picking one up and trying one out, depending if you're looking for, like I mentioned, that sheer tinted look or that more opaque color. I think there's something for everyone, shade wise and color wise. Alright, and that's it. Thank you for sticking with me if you made it this far. Me kind of stumbling through that whole brand review of the products that I do and don't have from Tower 28. All in all, I'm really impressed with this brand. I'm eager to see what they come out with. I think that their products are unique and fun, which is exactly what they're going for, and I'm keeping an eye on them to see what's going to be happening for them in the coming months and next year overall. So if there's more products I find that I want to try out, I could do a part 2 to this video. If you want to see like an actual get ready with me using some of these products, feel free to request it, but I think that those demos were hopefully useful. Other than that, thanks so much again for spending your time with me. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate you. Go ahead and like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to continue seeing content from me, and feel free to leave any constructive criticism, any sorts of comments or questions you have down below, and I'll be sure to be responding and getting back to you. I hope you're having a great day and continue to have a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video.